50% of mental health issues are established by the age of 14, 70% by age 24.
Mental health is very much a topic which is increasing. 5 years ago, we were looking at 50–60% of our students maybe coming in with issues that link to mental health, and now I think that's very much up in the 80s, even 85, feels like 90%.
5 times as many students are disclosing a mental health illness when they arrive at university than 10 years ago.
Now, I think one thing that's definitely been noticed this year is the external agencies that generally have supported young people with mental health have been at a point when they're absolutely maxed out.
In 2017, there were 235,000 young people under 18 receiving specialist care.
I think there are always pressures in every generation around things that impact mental health, but the current pressures within our youngest generation, which weren't there in necessarily the generations before, is the impact of things like social media and the impact of peer influence and the impact of having the world through the internet a click away.
With teenage mental health problems growing at an alarming rate, experts are pointing towards social media as a probable cause.
I would probably say I was addicted to social media, as in it's just part of my everyday routine to look on it, I guess.
Yes, I do use social media. Not now, but sometimes in the past I'd be like, oh, I haven't uploaded a photo in like 2 weeks, I need to like go get an Instagram photo. Just because if you just, I don't know, you just kind of felt like you had to regularly upload.
I use social media mainly to see like what famous people are doing.
I don't think I'll be able to come off social media because that's like the only way I like communicate with friends nowadays. Like I barely have any of my friends' mobile numbers.
No, I don't think I could come off social media. I love my social media.
But could this new part of people's lives be contributing to the rise of mental health?
With social media, I feel like you can't really tell how someone's trying to come across. So like in person, you can obviously tell more than you can over the phone. So people take it the wrong way and it causes arguments, and then that's how people normally get bullied.
One of my friends, she was like in a relationship with this guy. I remember him posting something about her online, which was very negative. The school ended up getting involved in the whole thing. They broke up their relationship because they weren't friends anymore even after that.
Yeah, I would probably say that it could cause to mental health because you can get depression and stuff like that from people abusing you over the social media because everyone can see it.
They had been messaging a boy and they had sent a nude photo, and the boy had screenshotted the photo and sent it around the school, and they were affected really badly in the sense that they had lost all their friends, and she did start getting bullied by other people. She was 15.
A mate of mine, my best mate, he posted a topless pic on Snapchat because he'd been working out and he wanted to show the world. Someone screenshotted it, I don't know who, but that went around the whole school and became a meme, and he really took it personally, and he got really, really depressed over it. His depression, like, it just went from like almost nothing to like wanting to kill himself. I really do think this is like the major issue, like with social media.
I've had friends sort of body shamed on social media. Most of them tend to sort of own it, but it does get to them sometimes. Some of them have had to seek counselling because of it. I've had friends who can't wear swimming costumes or go into public swimming pools or stuff like that. They have such a big anxiety over it because of it, and it has affected them for life. I think it was purely on social media that they got body shamed because they'd post a picture of themselves, people would comment on it and send them hateful messages just because they can hide behind that screen in effect. And it's just it's horrible.
I can probably see social media like causing a bigger impact on people's lives in a negative way. There's like quite a lot of negative stuff that is said on there.
When you're in school, you normally see like the popular group, and most people will be wanting to be part of that popular group. So that's what makes me think that it will become worse in the future.
I think, yeah, social media probably does add stress to someone's life.
Social media can be used as a tool to increase exposure and therefore influence by marketing individuals' lifestyles. But how accurate is what we see?
Yeah, I would say that I have friends that are like that, who try to make themselves seem more than what they are on social media and more popular than they are.
I think everyone on Instagram mostly posts the positive things in their life because they want to kind of show how great their life is. They don't want to post sad things, or just like ugly photos or whatever.
I don't think social media is an accurate perspective of someone's life, because I guess you'd only post the good parts and you wouldn't really post the bad parts.
I don't think it is a fair representation of people's lives, because you don't really know like what else they do. Let's say for like celebrities, you just see that they're doing these things, but you don't really know other things they like to do, but you just know the things they post. So I don't think it just tells the whole story.
So, could this make people feel jealous or bad about their own lives?
Sometimes it has made me feel bad. Sometimes I do think they're doing fun things, and then I just feel like I'm not. Yeah, I do think social media makes me feel bad sometimes, because if I didn't have it, I wouldn't know about those things, and I would just mostly concentrate on my own life and the things that I'm doing.
I mean, even if they were jealous, they wouldn't talk about it. You just wouldn't, would you? Especially like if you're 17, 16, no one would just talk about, I don't know anyone.
I think a big part of mental health as well, which is part of the pressure of social media, is that mental health is also a perception of your own situation and your own circumstances. You know, you might perceive your situation or your circumstances different to someone else and respond differently and feel differently about that. And that is where a big pressure from having the world at your fingertips comes away with the risk.
Yeah, I do think it has a negative effect on like young people, because they'll start thinking that their lives have to be like that for them to like maybe live a happy life, and it's not a very accurate representation of what life is for loads of different people.
Are there any positives to social media?
Sometimes they leave like a positive comment, and then that does make me feel happy, really.
Feeling a bit down, you can sort of, your personal friends, you can talk to them, or you can sort of post a picture and people will like it. But you can definitely seek help and advice from your friends quite a lot easier through social media. And maybe if you post on your story that you're feeling a bit down, some of your close friends might come and ask what's up, and people genuinely tend to be caring if they're good friends and good people.
So, in reflection, is social media positive or negative?
Overall, I think that social media is a good way to communicate with friends, but obviously if you're struggling with things with your social life, then it would be best to stay off of it.
I wouldn't advise it for younger children just because of experiences that I've had in the past of like bullying and stuff like that. So I think it should be used for like children of an older age that have experience and know what they're doing and getting themselves into.
I think social media is a good thing if it's used in like the right way, because it has quite a lot of negatives with it, and if you just try and do your things for yourself and not maybe try to impress other people, and then maybe it could be like a positive thing.
It is an increasingly larger factor. I think there are sort of 5 or 6 factors really, and there's probably a lot more than that do impact mental health. But within our younger generation, especially within student age group of 16 to 19, I would say yes, it is a particularly large factor, and one that is increasing each time. I think I would say we deal with something multiple times a day, every day here at Guildford regarding something linked to this that's triggered mental health.
So, is there anything we can do?
A good way of addressing it could be, you know how we have like months like Stoptober, stop smoking, or Dry January, stop drinking, all that stuff. If we like do that, maybe like for social media, where like you black out for social media, like for charity, it's giving you a good like moral to go off of. It would probably stop addiction to social media. It's stopping you from like looking down at your phone, and it's like bringing everyone out into the world.